Good morning, students. In today's class, I will explain another algorithm related to a one-dimensional array or another operation associated with a one-dimensional array. This operation we call it a searching operation. We know that searching is an operation which checks whether a particular element is present in the array or not. If it is present, it tells you in which position the element is present. The element is not present, then in that case, we say that the search is unsuccessful. In our last class, we discussed about two commonly used operations associated with an array. One is deletion algorithm, which removes an element from the kth position in an array, and the other one is a traversal algorithm, which accesses each element of the array exactly once and performs some common operation. We also studied about how the program for these two algorithms have been implemented using C. In today's class, I will explain another commonly used operation with respect to array called searching operation and different searching algorithm and implementation of these two algorithms. Because with respect to array, we can see two commonly used searching techniques are one is linear search, another one is binary search. In today's class, I will explain both the algorithm along with the corresponding programs for these two operations. At the end of today's class, you will be in a position to understand what do you mean by searching operation and what are the categories of searching algorithm, how a sequential search algorithm checks whether a given element is present in an array or not, how a binary search algorithm works, what is the difference between a sequential search algorithm and a binary search algorithm, and how a C program for sequential search as well as binary search is written. Let us start with the first searching technique called sequential search. A sequential search is also called a linear search because here what happens is if your array contains n element and if the elements are stored in the position a1, a2, a3 up to an, then I want to check whether an element called item is present in the array or not. So what the procedure does is first the item is compared with a1. If they are equal, then the element is present in the first place. Else, the item is compared with A2. If it is true, then again search is successful. In that case, the position where the item is found is 2. Like that, every element of the array is compared with the search element. And if the matching is found and the searching operation will not proceed further, and we say that the search is successful. And in whichever position array element matches with the search element, that position we call it as a position of occurrence of the search element. And even after comparing the last element with the search element also, if the matching is not found, then we say that the search is unsuccessful. So in general, searching is an operation of finding the location, that is in which place the item exists, or an element called item in a linear array. A linear array, another name is a one-dimensional array. If the item appears in the array in any position, then we say that the search is successful. Otherwise, the search is unsuccessful. So basically, there are two different techniques for checking whether a particular item is present in the array or not. First one is a linear search, other one is a binary search. As I told earlier, a linear search, also called as a sequential search. Here, the search element, the item you are searching, is compared with every element of the array in one order. First time it is compared with A1, then with A2, then with A3, and then with A4, and so on. Finally, it is compared with AN. And in any position, if ith element of the array is equal to item, we say that search is successful. And in that case, we say that item is found in the array in the ith place. And even after comparing the last element also, if the condition ai equal to item is not true, means we say that the search is unsuccessful. In that case, search element is not found in that particular array. Another technique of searching whether a particular number is present in an array or not, we call it a binary search. In a binary search, the procedure is first you arrange the element of the array in some order, either ascending order or descending order. Then here we are not comparing the search element with every element of the array. Instead of that one, we are comparing the search element with the middle element of the array. the search element is less than the middle element, then the second part, no need to cut, no need to search. So you can ignore the second half. You can compare only the first half. Or the search element is more than the middle element, mean then the first half we can ignore. Then our searching process continues only the second half. So each time the entire array is divided into two parts. Either the search element is present in the first half of the array or it is present in the second half of the array. After dividing, then again start comparing the element with the middle element of that subpart. Suppose if there are 10 elements and you have divided the array into two parts, 5 elements and 5 elements, either the element is present in the first 5 elements or it may be present in the second half. So like that, you keep on each time we are comparing the search element with the middle element of the interval. First time the interval varies from 1 to n. Next time it is from 1 to the middle element or middle element to the last element. So like that, each time we are comparing the search element with only the middle element instead of comparing the search element with every element of the array. Let us consider the algorithm which checks whether a given element is present in an array or not using sequential search technique. The search algorithm name is linear. The parameter required for that algorithms are A, item, N, LOC. So this algorithm checks whether an element called item is present in an array called A, which consists of N element. And LOC is the position where item is present in that array. If the item is not present in the array mean, then LOC is set to 0. So LOC value after comparing still 0 mean, then the search is unsuccessful. The element is not found in that array. So the first step is set I equal to 1 and LOC equal to 0. To start with, we don't know whether the search element is present or not. That's why I have initialized the variable LOC to 0 and I value set it into 1. And assume that your array contains 10 numbers. So first time while I less than or equal to n, I first time how much? 1. Is it 1 less than or equal to 10? True. Then what you do is if I value is 1. So A1 equal to item. If true mean then I value is how much? 1. Location value becomes 1. Then we say the search is successful and exit. Then no need to continue further. Directly we can go to exit. Otherwise, set I equal to I plus 1. I becomes now 2. Go back to the looping statement. Then 2 is less than or equal to 10. Check whether A2 equal to item. If A2 equal to item, then I value is how much now? 2. 2 is set to LOC. So that means the item is present in the second place. So like that, each time we are comparing the search element with every element of the array in one particular order. To understand this algorithm, let us consider a search an array like this. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So your array n value is now 100. I want to check whether 40 is present or not. Let us trace that algorithm. I is 1, LOC value is 0, 1 less than or equal to 10, true. Compare. A1 what is there? 10 is equal to, because item I am searching is 40. Assume that I am searching 40. So is it A1 equal to 40? No, because A1 what is there? 10 is there. So equal to item is false. So if condition till end if statement, don't execute the statement. Then set I equal to I plus 1. So I from 1 now it becomes 2. Go backward. 2 less than or equal to 10. That is also true. Then A2 what is there now? 20 is there. Is it equal to 40? No. Again, from if statement to end if, the statements are not executed. I equal to I plus 1. Sorry. So I now becomes 3. 3 less than or equal to 10. That is also true. A3 what is there? 30. But I am searching which element? I am searching 40. 30 equal to 40? No. Then again, end if, go to the end if statement. Then set I equal to I plus 1. Now I become 4. Go backward. 4 less than or equal to 10? True. A4 is it equal to 40? Because I value now it is 4. So A4 is equal to 40? True. In that case, I value is how much? 4. 4 is copied into LOC. So now LOC become 4 and we print the message search is successful and stop. Suppose. So that one I will take one more example. You consider an array of 5 numbers: 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So here n value is how much now? 5. Assume that I want to check whether 26 is present or not. Trace the same algorithm. I is 1. LOC is to start with, it is 0. 1 less than or equal to 5. True. I'm searching which element? 26. A1 what is there? 10. 10 equal to 26? No. So LOC value is not changed. LOC still continues to be 0 only. Then I becomes 2. Go backward. 2 less than or equal to 5. That is also true. Now A2 and item are compared. A2 what is there? 20. Item is 26. Again, it's not equal. Then set I equal to I plus 1. I becomes now 3. So 3 less than or equal to 5. That is also true. A3 what is there? 30 is there. Is equal to 26? No. So LOC value is not changed. LOC value still continues to be 0 only. Then I equal to I plus 1. I becomes now 4. 4 less than or equal to 5. That is also true. A4 what is there? 40 is there. Is it equal to 26? No. So LOC is not changed. LOC still continues to be 0 only. Set I equal to I plus 1. I becomes now 5. Go backward. 5 less than or equal to 5. That is also true. A5 what is there? 50 is there. 50 is equal to 26. No. So LOC is not changed. So now you are after that. I becomes 6. Go backward. Is it 6 less than or equal to 5? No, because your while loop is over. So go to the end while, then go to the next statement. So LOC value, is it 0? Yes, in this case, LOC value still continues to be 0 only because it has not changed. If LOC is 0 means what the message you are printing? Search is unsuccessful. So I have traced the algorithm, one for successful search and other one is for unsuccessful search. So it's the simplest searching technique where the concept is the element you are searching should be compared with each and every element of that array in between. If any element of the array equal to the element you are searching means, then don't continue further. Then that position you display it. That means you say that one, the search is successful. And even after comparing with the last element also, if AI equal to item is not true means, we say that the search is unsuccessful. Let us consider the second searching technique called binary search. I told earlier, in the case of binary search, it's also a searching technique. The major difference between a linear search and a binary search, in the case of linear search, every element of the array is compared with a search element. Whereas in the case of binary search, every time only the middle element of the array is compared with a search element. The middle element value is less than the search element mean, then we are no need to search the first half of the array. We can continue searching only the second half of the array. If the search element value is less than the middle element, mean the element may be present only in the first half. If the element you are searching is greater than the middle element, mean then the element is present in the second. If may be present in the second half. So either you restrict ourselves to the first half of the array, or we restricting ourselves to the second half of the array. Then the process is again repeated. Then if you ignore the second half, then again compare the middle element of either the first half or the middle element of either the second half. So like that, this procedure is repeated till either item may be found or item is not found. So let us trace the algorithm. So here we take variables like low, high, mid, because I think you already in your first semester you might have studied binary search technique. Low equal to LB. LB means lower bound. Assume that lower bound is generally 1. High equal to how much? N value. So high value is assume that if it's an array of 10 number means UB becomes 10. So now low equal to 1, high equals to 10. Take the middle of those two. Low plus high by 2. Low is 1, high is 10, 1 plus 10, 10, 11, 11 by 2 is 5. So your middle position becomes 5. Next, is it low less than or equal to high? True, because low is 1 and high is 10. That is true. And A of mid element is equal to, suppose assume that array elements are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 up to 100. I want to check whether 70 is present or not. So A mid is what is there? 50 is there. That is not equal to item. So continue. Item is how much? 70. Is it 70 less than the middle element? No. Then in that case, what happens is low equal to mid plus 1. So you are comparing, then low value is shifted to the mid position. So now ignore the element present in 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. No need to compare. So now our searching operation should be continued only from 50 to 100. So like that, each time either you are searching with the first half of the array or we are searching with the second half of the array. So here also, if the item is found, the search is successful. If the item is not found, then the search is unsuccessful. Next, let us compare the differences between a sequential search and a binary search. In the case of sequential search, elements need not be in any order. So element could be 10, 18, 62, 1, 32, etc. So element can be in any order. But if you want to apply the binary search technique, element must be in either ascending order or descending order. In the case of sequential search, every element of the array is compared with the search element. Whereas in the case of binary search, each time the search element is compared only with the middle element. The complexity of the sequential search is order of n. whereas the complexity of the binary search is log n. So generally log n value is less than order of n. That's the reason binary search is said to be more faster than sequential search for searching. Now I have written the program for both sequential search and binary search. So hash include stdio.io.h, hash include clodio.h, void main. Then we require an array a of 40, I for loop variable, n is the size of the array. To start with, I'll assume that LOC equal to 0, comma yes. Yes is the element I am searching. First, enter the number of elements in the array, scanf percentage d ampersand n. So assume that n has given 5. Okay, enter 5 numbers one by one because percentage d, I replace the value of n. So n is how much now? 5. Enter 5 numbers one by one. I equal to 0 means input A0, A1, A2, A3, and A4. So assume that element I'm entering is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Next, enter the search element. Assume that I want to search 40. So S value will be now 40. So you display the array. Array elements are for I equal to 0, I less than or equal to n minus 1, I plus plus. Printf AI. So it will print 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Next. Then I have written a function called search. For that function, I will pass array as a parameter. Number of element in the array. Number of element in the array is how much? 5. So array is the whole array. N is 5. And the element I'm searching is how much? 40. So S value will be 40. A value is the whole array. N is the number of element, that is 5. Then the element is found. Then that function returns the position where the element 40 is present. So that is received by the variable LOC. So if LOC gets the value 4 from the function search main, then element is present in the 4th place. If LOC gets a value 2, means the element is present in the 2nd place. If LOC gets a value 5 means element is present in the 5th place. So if LOC gets any positive number, then we say that the search element S is present at the corresponding position of LOC. Otherwise, we say that search element is not found. So here I have to write one extra function called search. What are the parameters for search function? A, N, S. In this example, A is how much? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. N is how much? 5. And S is the elements I'm searching, that is 40. Go backward. Okay. Next. LOC to start with 0. I is how much? Okay. So your for loop varies from 0 to n minus 1. N is how much? 5. So 0 to n minus 1, 0 to. So different values I take are 0, first time 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, finally 4. First time. Assume that our array elements are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and element I'm searching is 40. First time. A0, what is there? 10. Is it equal to 40? No. So don't return. Then go back to the next value for I. What is the next value for I? 1. Is it A1 equal to 40? No. Because A1, what is there? 20 is there. So that is also not equal to 40. Go backward. Next time I becomes 2. A2, what is there? A0, 10 is there. A1, 20 is there. A2, what is there? 30 is there. 30 equal to 40? No, that is also not true. Next time I become 3. Then is A3, A0, A1, A2, A3. A3 is equal to 40? Yes. In that case, return I plus, because this condition was true when I becomes how much? 3. So return I plus 1. I is 3. Return 3 plus 1 means how much? 4. So return the value of 4. In that case, LOC now it becomes 4 means the message will be 40 is present at the position 4. Why I'm returning I plus 1 here is because in C, the subscript value starts from 0. So if the element is present in second place means in that case, I value will be actually 1. So that's why I'm returning I plus 1. If the element is present in the 4th place means I value will be 3 only. But for that reason, I'm returning I plus 1 means 3 plus 1. So in order to print the exact position of that element, so I'm returning I plus 1 because in C, array subscript start from 0. Take an example. Enter the number of element in the array, 5. Enter 5 numbers one by one, 10, 89, 39, 32, 11, 70. Enter the element to search. I'm given 32. So here, first time 32 is compared with 10, then it's 89, then with 32. So when I equal to 0, you are comparing 10 and 32. When I equals to 1, you are comparing 89 and 32. When I equal to 2, you are comparing 32 and 32. So in that case, it is 2. In that case, I value will be 2. When I equals to 2, I'm returning I plus 1. What is written? I is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3. So here what happens is LOC value become 3 now. So it will show the message. Array elements are 10, 89, 32, 11, 70. 32 is present at the position 3 because it is present in third place. Subscript may be 2. The second program is about binary search. Next, enter this part is similar to a sequential search only. Here also we require the same parameter int item array n loc. Clear the screen. Enter the number of element in the array. Scanf percentage d ampersand n. Enter. Suppose n value is 5 means enter 5 numbers one by one. You are inputting 5 numbers here. First you have to sort that array. So for sorting the array, next you sort that array, then you display the message. The sorted array is for I equal to 0, I less than or equal to n minus 1, I plus printf a. So it will print the array in ascending order. Then enter the search element. So input one number for searching. Then instead of sequential search, you write a function called bin search. Again same parameter a n item. A is array, n is the number of element in the array, item is the element you want to search. And if the item is present in any position, then the LOC will get the corresponding position value. So LOC is used to denote the position. If LOC is greater than 0 means, suppose LOC gets the value 3 means, you're displaying the message that element is present in the third place. Otherwise, it shows the message element is not present. Same algorithm. You just take the algorithm and check it. So here the parameter required are low, high, mid, P and LOC. Initially low equal to 0, high equal to n minus 1 because in C the index starts from, in the algorithm it is, you can observe here. In the algorithm, low equal to LB, where LB is actually 1, where while writing the program, low value is 0. In that case, high value will be n minus 1. Then while low less than or equal to high and the value of P not equal to 1, because P equal to 0 means the item is not found, and low is less than or equal to high means our searching part is not yet over. First you take the middle of low plus high by 2. Then if the middle element of the array is greater than the item means, then high equal to mid minus 1, because in that case we are searching only the first half. Otherwise, if A mid is less than item means you are searching only the second half. Else, if neither equal to mid, if neither less than the middle element nor greater than the middle element means, then it is equal to middle element only. In that case, P value equal to 1. So wherever P gets the value 1 means the item is found. Otherwise, item does not found. So here what happens is the array must be in sorted order. For that one, I have written an extra function called sort also. So that even if you give the element in a different order also, the computer automatically sorts it and keep it. So this is a looping statement for sorting that you can check it in your first year part, because there you have studied one program to sort an array element. Same logic I have applied here also. Next, input output. Enter the number of element in the array 5. Enter 5 number 10, 89, 32, 11, 70. But here the numbers are not in ascending order. The system automatically takes care of sorting because we have written an extra function called sort. So a number now become 10, 11, 32, 70, 89. Next, enter the search element 32. 32 is present at the position 3. So this is the algorithm for binary search. Let us have some simple the 2 mark questions and the long answer questions on today's class. What is linear search? It's also called as sequential search. What is binary search? Differences between linear search and a binary search. Which is better searching better search technique, sequential or binary? Justify, because binary is better because its complexity is order of log n, whereas the complexity of the sequential search is only n. Mention the time complexities of both linear and binary search technique. Write an algorithm to search an element in an array using linear search. Write an algorithm to search an element in an array with binary search technique. Write a program to implement linear search technique, and write a program to implement binary search algorithm. So whatever thing I have covered, based on that one, I have framed these questions. Next, let us check whether the topic we have covered today, we are able to answer these questions or not. Binary search takes more comparison than linear search. No, linear search takes more comparison. The correct answer is false. Complexity of linear search is order of 1, order of n by 2, order of log n, order of n. So its correct answer is linear search is order of n. Which of the following operation is computationally expensive? Searching, insertion, sorting, and merging. So one thing you should remember is in any computer, sorting always takes more time than searching. So because searching is linear complexity, sorting is order of n square complexity. So the correct answer is C. Worst complexity of linear search is order of n square, order of n, order of log n, order of n log n. It is order of n. Which of the following operation is efficient in an array? Generally, with respect to array, which operation is more efficient is sorting. Both searching and sorting are efficient only, but generally searching takes less time when compared to sorting. So with this, I will conclude today's class. For any of your doubt, you can call me over that number. Thank you.